So how did Sons of Helaman get started?
Um, Several years ago, I was the pre-mission assessment specialist for LDS Family Services. My responsibilities there were to, when a young man would come in, we would assess his situation, his background, his strengths and skills, and then see if he was prepared to go on a mission. As one might expect, we came across young men who had sexual addiction histories. Some of them had overcome them, some of them had not. I did quite a bit of treatment on an individual basis with the young men, and then found some missing elements. A few of those missing elements were that no matter how relatable I felt like I was being, they still had this disconnect between their brains would automatically say, you are an old man, I am a young man, so you can't relate to what I'm experiencing. The other thing that even bishops mention on a regular basis is they'll tell a young man, you know, you're not the only one with this problem. And then the young man will go, well then who else has it? And the bishop, well, I can't tell you who else has the problem. And so it's not uncommon for the young men to think, okay, the only other people with this problem are the ones who are just weirdos and freaks. And so, you know, you talk to the guys who, as they come in here for the first time, and they go, wow, I was expecting guys with gauges in their ears and nose piercings and stuff like that and tattoos up their arms. And it surprises them to find out that the other young men are the same caliber that they are. These are guys that are student body officers, AP students, captains of their sports teams, do well in art and drama and music, and they just are surprised to meet what kind of caliber of young man other young men that are here. And so, thinking about those primary dynamics and the need for some more positive male peer pressure, etc. Just about a summer of pondering and praying and formulating and some work with my wife on some of the other conceptual things, and combining that with the history of having been raised with 8 brothers and no sisters, working with young men at the youth prison, lots of work with youth, finally compiled everything, spent one night, all night long, typing up the original handbook for Sons of Helaman. And then we made some phone calls to some parents and some bishops of 6 young men at the time, just talking about the importance of bringing them together to work as a team. They all decided it was a good idea, and so we brought 6 young men together. They were all very nervous the first time, awkward, giving each other facial expressions, and then we started to create the environment for it. They started having the conversations, and it started building and building and building, and we worked out a few kinks over the first 4 to 6 weeks, and then it just grew from there.